Everyone, and welcome to the UFC Fight Cards podcast presented by Orange Fire Media. And we've got another great show lined up for you tonight here live on another Sunday here in the Houston area. I'm Russ Renault and want to thank everybody for joining us for week 16. We've been at this almost 4 months, almost an entire football season. So I just want to thank everybody who's been there from day one, and even everybody who's listening for the very first time. This show doesn't happen without you, and I cannot be more appreciative for everything that you do and everything that we're trying to do here and trying to grow the show. So once again, thanks so much. What do we got on tap today? Well, you saw it from the top of the show. We've got a whole case of Prizm that we've been going through over the last couple of weeks, and we've got even more tonight. And so we're going to open one of these boxes. We started off with 12. We're down to 10. So after tonight, we'll be down to 9. So that's what we're doing for the next few weeks is we're going to be going through Prizm. And really exciting product, and I think everybody was looking forward to it with some of the rookies in there. Haven't gotten any huge rookie cards yet. Did pull a Tabitha Ricci orange, so that's kind of our biggest rookie card that we pulled so far. Also Chris Curtis auto, but I think Tabitha Ricci right now is a bigger name. But what we do on the show is we'll go through last night's fight card, the event from Charlotte, North Carolina, fight night last night, Rozenstruik against Almeida, and then we'll get into our hobby top 5. That's our top 5 fighters in the hobby right now, not necessarily the pound for pound top 5, but we're going to be looking at the top 5 fighters as it relates to the trading card hobby. So after we do that, we'll take a look at our hits from our first 2 boxes of Prizm, and then we'll get into our third box tonight. Want to mention that if you're watching here, just drop me a message in the chat box. Tell me your first name, where you're listening from, and which fighter you collect. And so I can keep that in mind as I go through. You can ask me any questions. This is kind of the family-friendly UFC show. We try to keep it clean just for kids that are getting involved in the hobby, that they can come here, they can watch, they can ask questions, and it's a safe space for them as we help them along. So that's what we're trying to do here. Just open some cards, get it in the hands of people who collect these fighters, which we've done a good job of this week. So I'm proud to say that some of these cards have been going. I try to sell these in Facebook groups first, then I do list them on eBay. So there's a lot of good auctions. If you go to the Orange Fire lots on the eBay store, you can find a lot of these cards yet. I haven't put the 2023 up yet. I'm still trying to get rid of a lot of 2022. We've done a pretty good job of that lately. Had somebody pick up the big Stipe Miocic lot that we were holding on to. That had 6 numbered cards in it, 2 autographs. Got rid of Tai Tuivasa today. Got rid of Marvin Vettori. Got rid of Cyril Gahn. So we're moving stuff. So that's a good thing because that allows us to buy more stuff as we go along. So check those out. And if you see anything on the show that you like, you can reach me by email at russ@orange-fire.com. You can reach me via social media on Twitter @FightCardsRuss or @OrangeFireMedia, or on Facebook, Russ Renault, Reneau, or Orange Fire Media. We've got all of those social media platforms covered. So if you see something on here that you want, please let me know. Would love to put it in your hands. We make good deals on here. That's why so much stuff's been moving this week. I've lowered some prices, been making some people some really good deals, and that's what I want to do. I'm not trying to be the biggest card dealer out there. I'm trying to get people to put stuff in their personal collection. One more thing I do want to mention on the show. If you want to be a friend of the show, and I would really appreciate it, I had some cards made here, and I got them in this week. So if you watch UFC events like at a Buffalo Wild Wings or at a Twin Peaks, someplace like that, these are great cards that have the QR code, and it goes directly to the show. And somebody can subscribe. You can just take it around, say, hey, this is a good show that I'm into. If you like UFC, you can go by a table, somebody can scan it on their phone, and you don't even have to give them the card. You can just have them scan the QR code. That would really help out with the subscriber numbers and growing this show to where I think it can go. So if you are interested, I can send you 10 of these or so. I can order more. I'd love to have everybody get some in their hands. But if you want some of these, send me an email. Like I said, russ@orange-fire.com. And I can mail these out to you for free. And if you're willing to do that, tell me who you collect, and I'll probably send a card along with it, a card of your favorite fighter, and just for helping me out and trying to get the word out about this podcast. So these are brand new this week, and that, like I said, that QR code goes directly to the show. And really, I think the best place for those is wherever you watch fights. If you go out and watch fights on Saturday night, this is a great tool to take with you, and I would really appreciate it if you would do that. So keep that in mind, and let me know if you're willing to help out. So once again, we got the boxes of Prizm. Let me know in the chat if there's a certain box that you want me to open. If you're feeling lucky, just tell me which one, and I'll open that one, or else I'll just pick. But the first things first, we've got to get to UFC Fight Night from Charlotte, North Carolina last night. Jailton Almeida against Rozenstruik, a heavyweight matchup. And number 12 against number 9. Jailton Almeida came in at number 12, and Rozenstruik came in at number 9. And Jailton Almeida with an impressive performance and getting the sub in the very first round, and he'll be moving into the top 10 this week. So that one went about as well as it could for Almeida. He looked awesome, and we expect big things out of him down the road. That heavyweight division is stacking up, and it looks like there's some killers in there. No matter John Jones or not, it's stacking up to be another good division again. What was the main event originally, and a lot of people are probably glad that it wasn't. Sad to say, I do love Anthony Smith. I listen to the Believe in Me podcast weekly, listen to both shows every week. Love what Michael Bisping and Anthony Smith do on that show. Was really pulling for Anthony Smith to come through, but could not get it done against Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker coming in number 7 at light heavyweight, Anthony Smith number 5. So Johnny Walker will be moving into the top 5 of the light heavyweight division with a unanimous decision victory over Smith. It's really those leg kicks that did a lot of damage on Anthony Smith. But he's a warrior. He's tough. He's been around for a long, long time. 50 professional fights, 50 plus, and it just did not look like the Anthony Smith that we're used to last night. So in the welterweight division, we had a star in the making is Ian Gary, and he defeated Daniel Rodriguez with a knockout in the very first round. D-Rod ranked number 15 in the welterweight division, but Ian Gary is just a star on the rise and did it in impressive fashion. So a rookie in last year's products, and expecting big things out of Ian Gary going forward. So those are really kind of the big ones. Alex Morono had a great win, getting the submission in the second round over Tim Means, getting that guillotine choke. And it's funny that I said it last week. We were talking about, who was it? Kennedy Nzechukwu. He got the guillotine choke, and I said, I wonder why that doesn't happen more often. Guys just kind of running into those guillotines like that, and it's happened 2 weeks in a row. So it's pretty interesting that somebody's run into a guillotine 2 weeks like that. When I didn't think it happened very often. I think it should happen more. But I haven't had a professional fight before, so I don't know those situations as well, and that's it's not for me to break down. It's not exactly what we do on the show, but the events are something we have to talk about, kind of as they relate to the hobby, and we go forward on the show every week. I will say that legend Matt Brown, he was impressive last night, getting that walk-off knockout against Court McGee with 51 seconds left in the first round. Matt Brown just with a one shot, didn't have to follow it up, and that was it. And so Matt Brown looked awesome last night. So good for him as he, gets to that backside of his career. So that kind of wraps up the Fight Night event from last night. And every week, we kind of like to look at the news that's happened over the course of the week, and we look at the schedule that's been released this week. A lot of announcements. Most of them were stuff that we've already talked about on the show a lot. They were just confirmed this week by Dana White. So we'll look at the schedule going ahead. There was one match that was supposed to be on last night's card, and it was moved to the main event for next week, and that's going to be in Las Vegas at the Apex, May 20th, and that is a women's strawweight matchup. Number 7, Mackenzie Dern against number 14, Angela Hill. So, huge veteran Angela Hill, most wins in the women's strawweight division against Mackenzie Dern. So that one should be a good main event. Rest of the card, not a whole lot of ranked fighters, really none on the rest of the card, just kind of some up-and-comers. But we look at the main events coming up in the future. We look at June 3rd, also from the Apex. It's going to be Kai Kara France, number 3 in the flyweight division against Amir Albazi, number 7. Also Alex Caceres on that card, Tim Elliott. Then we make it to UFC 289, June 10th in Vancouver. Women's Bantamweight Championship matchup between Amanda Nunes and Irene Aldana. And also a great co-main event in the lightweight division. Number 1 contender Charles Oliveira, former champion, against number 4 Beneil Dariush. And so just looking forward to that one. It's supposed to be on the last card, the last UFC 288 last week. But Oliveira with an injury, they pushed it back. And so looking forward to June 10th in that matchup. Then we got Fight Night on June 17th, also from the Apex. Only fight on the card so far is the main event. Middleweight matchup, top 5. Number 4, Jared Cannonier against number 3, Marvin Vettori. And then we get to June 24th in Jacksonville. Main event there, Josh Emmett against Ilia Topuria, number 5 against number 9 in the featherweight division. Also, a women's strawweight matchup between number 11 Macy Barber and number 9 Amanda Hebus. It's also a pretty good card. Brendan Allen on that card, number 13 Neil Magny, number 11 in the welterweight division. Also, Baby Shark Tabitha Ricci on there against Jillian Robertson. That should be a good one. July 1st Fight Night from the Apex. Only fight on that card so far is the main event. Number 7, Sean Strickland and Abus Magomedov in the middleweight division. And that takes us to International Fight Week in Las Vegas, T-Mobile Arena. And that's the big one. Confirmed now. That was confirmed this week that the main event will be for the featherweight championship. Champion Alexander Volkanovski going against the interim champion Yair Rodriguez. Then the co-main event for the flyweight title, champion Brandon Moreno defending against number 2 contender Alexander Pantoja, who has beaten Moreno before. So looking forward to that one. And also middleweight division, number 2 Robert Whitaker against number 6 Dracus du Plessis, and a top 15 matchup in the lightweight division with Jalen Turner against Dan Hooker. Fight night on July 15th, location to be announced, but we do know the main event. It's going to be Holly Holm against Mayra Bueno Silva, the women's bantamweight division. And a matchup I'm really, really looking forward to. July 22nd, Fight Night in London. Main event, number 5 Tom Aspinall against number 10 Marcin Tybura in the heavyweight division. If you've listened to the show, I do have a pretty good Tom Aspinall collection going. I really like Tom Aspinall. I think he's going to be the next heavyweight champion. If not the next one, maybe the next one after that. Maybe Sergey Pavlovich after John Jones. But looking for Tom Aspinall to be the champion one day, and I'm really looking forward to seeing him return to action after that injury last year. And also on that card, we got Molly McCann, Julia Stolarenko. We know that one's confirmed. And also Kellen Vieira and Penny Kianzad. Sneaky good matchup in the women's bantamweight division. So that kind of rounds out our schedule going forward. Looking forward to all these fights. And, that kind of gets us in that August period where we're looking at Aljamain Sterling, Sean O'Malley. O'Malley says August in Boston, August 19th. That'll be the UFC event Boston. Then Sterling says September. So we'll see how that works out. So now's the point in the show that we turn our attention to these cards. And we're looking forward to tonight and another box of Panini Prizm. And let you know that the Donruss is supposed to release on June 9th. So we're about a month away from that. So maybe these 4 boxes of Prizm, and then we start getting into some Donruss. We'll open some new products. Maybe we'll do one of both in one show, just because I know that these 12 aren't going to last before the new product comes out. But I have ordered the case of Donruss, so we're looking forward to that product coming out. And, that was really the first product I got into last year. Kind of led, down this road to the beginning of this show. So, it's kind of the lowest of the products from Panini as far as UFC goes. But, there's some value in it. And some of the cards look really good. The base stuff was not as good last year, just not as flashy of a design. But the colored cards are pretty flashy, and it is a pretty good product for the numbered cards and some of the autographs. But then you get into Select, it just kind of blows it away at that point. Then you get into Chronicles and Optic, and it just kind of leaves Donruss as the least of them, but it's really affordable, good starting point for a lot of people. It's a starting point for me with UFC cards, and we'll be looking forward to that coming out, and we'll see what we do going forward. What we wanted to do is all along we just wanted to have a product available every week, and a hobby box that we open up, and so that is where we were going to start, and we've done a good job of that. We got this case of Prizm, and so we're kind of just building up that stockpile so we can go forward and have a hobby box to open every single week. Also, before I go any further, I do want to let everybody know that's listening for the first time that when our numbers get up and we get to a good amount of subscribers, trying to look for the magic number of 100, it's still not the biggest number, but it's something, and I do want to show my appreciation to the people who subscribe first. We've got some card lot giveaways. We've got 7 coming up, and when we get to 100 subscribers, we're going to give these away. So I've got 7 lots. They all contain a numbered card, and it's John Jones, Jan Blachowicz, Justin Gaethje, Robert Whitaker, Glover Teixeira, Holly Holm, and Miesha Tate. And actually, Miesha Tate has 2 in there. So we'll give all those away. We'll have 7 different winners, and so that's pretty good odds. How many times you can enter out of 100? You get 7 winners out of 100. So pretty good odds there. So please pass it along to your friends, tell them to subscribe, and then we'll give some cards away. So let's go through our hobby top 5 real quick. And this is where we need a producer. We need some graphics. I need to work on them, actually. I can do it. It's just I haven't gotten a chance to get around to it yet. But our hobby top 5 is unchanged from last week, and actually the week before that too. This new product came out, and it shook up everything, but nothing really has happened to really move what we've been doing. And this is only fighters. We're not including Hasbulla in this hobby top 5. He's just not a fighter, so I'm not going to include him. And people go back and forth on that. What's going to hold value? Probably some of these fighters I'm going to talk about. So let's start with number 5, and that's going to be Alex Pereira. Rookie in this product, but not really a rookie. He's already been the champion and lost the championship in that time. Number 4, and this is the only female we've had in the top 5, and it's Erin Blanchfield, and she's a rookie in this product. I'd love to pull an autograph of Erin Blanchfield out of here. Really think a lot of her and her skills. Think she'll be a champion one day in the not too distant future. And then we've got at number 3, we've got our mainstays. Khamzat Chimaev at number 3. Number 2 used to be our number 1, but is Shavkat Rakhmonov. And the number 1 in the hobby top 5 again for the 3rd straight week is a rookie in this 2023 product, and that is Bo Nickel. So looking for some Bo Nickel in this 2023 Prizm, and as we get into Donruss, we'd love to pull something of Bo out of these, because that's the biggest draw in this 2023 product. So now I do want to take a look at our hits from the last couple of weeks. Got those sitting up here. So we've got 4 autographs, and haven't redeemed this yet, but do have a redemption for, this is the first autograph we pulled, and I'm glad as I'm dropping stuff, it's just a redemption card and not the actual card. So we got a lot of legends here too. 3 out of the 4 are of legends. So champion signatures, BJ Penn, got to redeem that. So kind of already know where that one's going. Marco Sullivan, These are yours if you want them, buddy. So Tank Abbott, that's actually a silver Prizm auto. Matt Hughes. So that's our 3 legends that we have. And here's our 4th one. Is a rookie, Chris Curtis. Just a base card. But then we also pulled the Chris Curtis blue. And that one's numbered to 175. So we got a little bit of a Chris Curtis working there. Then this was also a big one, Octagon Damon Jackson. So this is our lowest numbered card that we've pulled. And that is 2 of 8. So Octagon Prizm of rookie Damon Jackson. And there goes the Baby Shark orange. Baby Shark. A couple of base. We got a Tisha Torres purple. Nasruddin Imavov purple. Mario Bautista purple. And those are all numbered to 149. Let's get Damon Jackson put back in there. And there we go. Shavkat Rakhmonov blue. It's numbered to 175. Another rookie, Alaskab Kizreev. And then the red, Sugar Sean O'Malley. And last night's loser in the main event, you got your Rozenstruik. And the light heavyweight champion, Jamal Hill. So those all numbered to 199. So those are all our autos and numbered cards that we've pulled. Got a few more color. We've got some hyper, some silver, some red wave, some blue wave. Got a few of those too, but just want to show you what we've pulled the last couple of weeks. See if there's anything that you want in there. Let me know. Just saw in a group this week, somebody's looking for Terrence McKinney. And so we had an orange, and we moved it. And so somebody hopefully is very happy with that this week when they get that Terrence McKinney in their mailbox. It's only of the 2023 cards we've pulled so far, just because I happened to see that in a group. A good group on Facebook if you're interested in cards, if you want to get into a break. We don't do breaks here yet, but really good group is UFC Sports Cards. Kevin Fernandez is the best UFC breaker out there by far. So if you want somebody to trust, you're just getting into breaks with UFC cards, start with UFC Sports Cards on Facebook, and Kevin, look for Kevin Fernandez. He's the best. Gets his stuff out really quick. You'll have it that week. Really fair pricing. So just a little plug for that group. Always some good people in there. So just getting the gloves on. You know, we wanted to protect these cards as much as we can without my big old fingers getting all over them, especially this Prizm. So just getting ready. We've got our penny sleeves, our top loaders ready to go. I'm going to get some of these boxes out of the way. So let's see which one we're left with. So let's go with this one. This is our box for the evening. So I tell you that what's really hard is having these boxes sitting here. And, you know, it's really hard to not tear through them all and just to see what you get. But I know that we have a show to do, and that I can't afford another case of Prizm right now. So right now the leader in the clubhouse for the case hit is the Damon Jackson autograph Prizm, is the Octagon Prizm. And all of our signatures have been pretty common, nothing numbered in our autographs. The Tank Abbott was a silver, but none of them are numbered. So here we go with the first pack from tonight and our third box of Panini Prizm for 2023. So we do go through every card because right after the show, I upload the audio version that you can find on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Audible, wherever else you get your podcasts. So if you are just listening on the way to work, whenever you have a chance to listen and you hear something that is of interest to you, you can go back on the show and try to find it, and you can see it on here. I don't go through them fast just because I do want everybody to have a chance to see what we pull. And, maybe talk about it. Somebody who was in action recently or coming up, we may talk about it. So Brandon Moreno first. Flyweight champion. There we go. A rookie from last year, Manon Farrell. Umar Nurmagomedov. Raquel Pennington. Javid Basharat. Another Alex Pereira. Rookie card. Carlos Olberg. He was impressive last night with that first round knockout of Ihor Protiera. So that one could be something to watch right there in the light heavyweight division. Arnold Allen, Jessica Andrade. There we go with a Henry Cejudo purple, numbered to 149. Let's get that one squared away. And I thought I was going to be clever last week and get these like preloaded. That did not work out at all. So if you have a show, take it from me. Do not preload your top loaders with penny sleeves. It doesn't work as well as you think it's going to. So we'll go back through our hits at the end of the night. But there we go with a David Dvorak Hyper. So rookie for this year. David Dvorak, I think he has a fight coming up. It's on our list somewhere. I don't go through everything, so it's kind of hard to remember everything that's up there. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, there we go. June 10th, Vancouver, UFC 289, David Dvorak against Matt Schnell in the flyweight division, number 8 against number 10. So top 10 rookie right there. So the last card in this pack is the Islam Makhachev All Out. Here we go. Stephen Thompson, Nikita Krylov, Marcin Tybura coming up against Tom Aspinall, just announced this week. Go the welterweight champion, Leon Edwards. Last night, one of the big winners, Ian Gary. Davison Figueiredo, BJ Penn, Mackenzie Dern, Giga Chikadze. We've got an orange of Giga from last year. Anybody's interested in that? Oh, there we go. Silver of Patty the Batty Pimblett. Patty losing a little bit of the luster, but one of the big rookies from 2022. Out of action right now with an ankle injury. A Kai Car of France, Red Wave. And our last card in this pack is a Manon Farrell Fearless. Pack number 3. David Dvorak, Mark Madsen, Sean Brady, Michelle Watterson, Max Holloway, Jake Matthews, Ilya Topuria, Conor McGregor, back-to-back, Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler, your Ultimate Fighter coaches. Got a red Volkan Ozdemir. Reds are numbered to 199. Volkan Ozdemir was in the co-main event of the only pay-per-view that I've been to. That was at UFC 220 in Boston. Took on Daniel Cormier for the light heavyweight title and lost that one. Stipe Miocic and Francis Ngannou were the main event that night. And Stipe defeating Ngannou. And that set up that first matchup between Cormier and Miocic for the heavyweight title. So we got a Anthony Hernandez rookie hyper. And the last card in that pack is Matt Hughes Hall Monitors. Still looking for our first auto. 2 on average per box. Jordan Levitt rookie. Saeed Kapu Kakramanov. Cheyenne Vlismas, all rookies. Aljamain Sterling, Jalen Turner, Sean O'Malley, Molly McCann, Andre Petrosky, Tisha Torres, Amanda Lemos, purple rookie, purple numbered to 149. Again, everything on here is available. All you have to do is reach out to me, Russ, at orange-fire.com. You can reach me on Twitter, at FightCardsRuss, or at OrangeFire Media, or on Facebook, Russ Renault, Reneau, or Orange Fire Media. You can also find my eBay store, Orange Fire Lots of Lots, and there is a Marlon Cheeto Vera Red Wave. Got a lot of stuff on sale on eBay. Now we'll be listing more. We'll start putting some of this 2023 stuff up there. Last card in this pack is Petr Yan Fearless. Sergey Pavlovich, Benil Dariush, Macy Chiasson, Tony Ferguson, Dominic Reyes, Brock Lesnar, Alan Tangeli, rookie card, Justin Gaethje, Vicente Luque, Vivian Arujo Silver, and Josh Emmett Blue Wave. Josh Emmett got that main event coming up next month in Jacksonville against Ilia Topuria. I believe Josh Emmett will have his hands full. And the last one in that pack is the Max Holloway Dominance. This is our 6th pack. So halfway through this, Karine Silva, Israel Adesanya, Nasruddin Imavov, Anthony Smith, Jennifer Maia, Stipe Miocic, Pani Kianzad, Cody Durden. Johnny Walker, big winner last night. Colby Covington, silver. And a Daniel Cormier, blue wave. Expect Colby to face Leon Edwards at some point this summer. Heard so much talk about it, but no action on it yet. We'll let you know as soon as they do. I try to keep a pretty close eye on it all week. Be interesting to see some of the rankings this week with the win for Almeida. He should move into the top 10. Johnny Walker should move into the top 5. And Ian Gary should be ranked this week. So then the last card in this pack is Chuck Liddell, Dominance. So halfway through and still looking for an auto. Supposed to have 2 in here. Haven't had any yet. Rafael Fiziev, Chris Barnett rookie, Chao Barallo rookie, Alex Perez, Yair Rodriguez, Robert Whitaker, Charles Oliveira, Ketlin Vieira, big winner last night, Jalton Almeida rookie card, Mario Bautista rookie, blue, numbered to 175. There we go. Tai Tuivasa hyper. It seems a lot of the colored cards that we've pulled in these 3 boxes have mostly been rookies. A good number of them have been. Not the worst thing. Not complaining at all. Tai Tuivasa just sold a lot of Thai. Might throw that one in there. Let's make somebody's day. And the last card in there is a Mackenzie Dern, all out. So 5 packs left, and we're still looking for 2 autographs. Making us sweat this one. You know, this is the first case I've bought too, so looking for a case hit. Best so far is the Damon Jackson Octagon Prizm. That's numbered to 8. So Yuri Prochazka. There we go with the base, Aaron Blanchfield. Doesn't hurt to have another one of those. Pat Sabatini, Jack Hermanson, Damon Jackson, rookie, Michel Pereira, Hamzat Chimaev, another Baby Shark, Sean Woodson, Jonathan Pierce, orange rookie, numbered to 99. Got a Rose Namajunas red wave. Just sold a Rose auto earlier today. Just put that one in the mail. Or else I might have included that one with it. Sorry about that. Check back. And that'll be up for sale. Then our last one in this one is a Tisha Torres all out. 4 packs left. No autos yet. Suspense killing us. Corey Sandhagen, Michael Morales, Kyler Phillips, Tai Tuivasa, Bilal Muhammad, Darren Till, Luana Pinheiro, Jeff Neal, Amanda Lemos. It's a Derek Lewis silver. And we've got our first auto coming up after this one. So let's hide that one. Let's see the last card in here. Jan Blachowicz. So let's see what our auto is. And it is Jake Matthews rookie, silver. So still not a numbered auto in this box. But we do have 2 silvers. 2 rookies and 3 legends are our autos so far. Like I said, not going to complain too much about those. So there we go. There's auto number 1 out of this box. Hopefully there's another one. Derek Lewis silver. We've got a Derek Lewis immaculate autograph memorabilia that we're still holding on to. So if you're interested in the Black Beast, then I'll throw this one in there if you want those. Kind of hoping our other auto is the last pack. I don't know why, but just want to end on a good note, right? So here we go. Andrea Lee, Jeremiah Wells, rookie, Dustin Poirier, Daniel Rodriguez, Marina Rodriguez, Lauren Murphy, Philip Rowe, rookie, Alaskab Kareev, rookie, Zhangwei Li, Tyler Santos, silver, and Matt Schnell with the Red Wave. We just had Matt Schnell be in action at UFC 289 in Vancouver on June 10th. He'll be taking on number 10 flyweight David Dvorak. So both with a Dvorak and Schnell, both with a color in this box. And our last card is a Sean Brady All Out. So 2 packs left. Which one has our big auto in it? All right. Raul Rosas Jr. rookie. Amanda Nunes. Jan Blachowicz. Shavkat Rakhmonov, Muhammad Mokayev, Anthony Hernandez. There's my guy, Tom Aspinall, Dracus Duplessis, Bryce Mitchell, Marvin Vittori, silver, and our auto is the next card. So let's see what the last one is. Brandon Moreno, and then let's look at this one. Yuri Prochazka. It's a base auto, but former light heavyweight champion, probably should be taking on Jamal Hill soon. So Yuri Prochazka base auto, we'll take it. First auto that I've pulled of Yuri, but I do have a pretty good lot working of Yuri. Includes immaculate in the red, number 25. So, I don't know. I don't want to mix 22 and 23, but it's tempting to throw that one into the lot because it's a base. But pretty nice. Pretty nice. We had a silver in there. I got excited, but too bad. I just put this Marvin Vittori in the mail. Would have included that one too. I had a green of 49 from last year. So down to our last pack. Both of our autos are gone. Still a chance we could hit something pretty big though, right? Hasn't been anything too crazy in this one. Tatsuro Taira. I believe I just put that one on the schedule too. Yeah. Coming up on Fight Night, June 24th in Jacksonville. Tatsuro Taira against Clayton Rodriguez, flyweight division. Derek Brunson, Martin Bude, rookie, Josh Emmett, Henry Cejudo, Rafael Dos Anjos, Matthew Simmelsberger, Nathan Levy, Brandon Royval, Jorge Masvidal blue. That's a 175. And the next one will be going into my personal collection. So I don't even need to top load that one. Something for me, Tom Aspinall Hyper. So that's mine. Like I said, one of these days I'll show you guys my Tom Aspinall collection. I do want to let you know that I've got a Michael Chandler gold flux auto off being graded, and the last card in our box is BJ Penn Dominance. So we've got a Michael Chandler card that's being graded. I don't know the grade of it yet. We should be getting it back any day now. So when I do get it, I'm not going to look at the email telling me what the grades are, and I'm going to open it here on the show. We're going to see what grade I got. It might be embarrassing. I hope not. Hope I judged that one pretty well. So here we go. We're going to go back through the hits on here. So like I said, that one's mine. Tom Aspinall Hyper. But you're not going to be convinced. Somebody else wants it. Let me know. Jorge Masvidal blue. Marvin Vittori silver. There's one of our autos. Yuri Prochazka. Matt Schnell red wave. Tyler Santos silver. Derek Lewis silver. Our other auto is a rookie, Jake Matthews. Rose Namajunas red wave. Jonathan Pierce orange rookie. Taito Avasa hyper. Mario Bautista blue. Daniel Cormier blue wave. I'm getting these all out of sorts. Colby Covington silver. Josh Emmett blue wave. Vivian Araujo silver. Marlon Chito Vera red wave. Amanda Lemos purple. Anthony Hernandez hyper. Vulcan Ozdemir red. Kaikar France red wave. Patty Pimblett silver. David Dvorak hyper. And Henry Cejudo purple. That is box number 3 from our 2023 case of Panini Prizm. So like I said, it's really hard to do. It's really hard to not just tear through those boxes and just have that case sitting there and not being able to open it until, the next week. One of the hardest things I have to do. I just look forward to it every week. I look forward to this show. Look forward to making it better every week and just bring me the best content that I possibly can. Seeing the background, let's try to move the camera over. You can see like right there over my left shoulder. Got some, my favorite parallel, or my favorite insert is Origins out of the Chronicles. So I've got all of the 2021 and 2022 Chronicles Origin cards over there up on the wall. We'll be adding some more stuff, put something behind me. Looking for a UFC 220 poster, the first pay-per-view I went to, or something else. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Over my right shoulder, just some other news from the Orange Fire Media world. We finally sent off the Houston area craft brewery map that we've made and been working on that for a few years now. Breweries in the area open, close all the time, but finally just said, you know what, we're going to go with what we have. So we're going to be selling those on our store very soon. We're on Shopify. If you go to orange-fire.com sometime soon, it's not up and going yet, but it will be very soon. If you're into craft beer and you're in the Houston area, that we're going to have that available. So, hey, Austin, thanks for checking in. You pulled the Yuri base auto too. I appreciate that. Appreciate you stopping in. So, like I said, the Houston area craft brewery map, just kind of a shout out to that other part of the business. If you're interested in that, we've got those. We're going to have those in our hand pretty soon, and really excited about that. So we'll probably show one of the final. That's not the final product behind me. So we'll show the final product on the show at some point when we have that in our hands, and really looking forward to that. And that kind of helps fund this too as well. So it all works together. But I'm really excited that everybody stopped by, and we'll put it up on the podcast side on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We do that right after the show, so it's up on all the platforms. We make this one available in the video section. It's not only in the live section. You can go back and watch it later. You see all the pulls that we have. You can go back and watch past shows and just see all the stuff that we've hit. We've hit some really good stuff on this show. We've still got a little bit of it. We've still got the Henry Cejudo 3 of 4, the walkout pants, the jumbo memorabilia from Immaculate. I somehow still have that, so I'm really looking to move that. Prices are the best around. I really believe that if you want a deal, that this is the place you come, that I will make you the best deal that I can on these cards. And we have some good stuff left, so let me know who you collect, and we'll work something out if I have it left. But like I said, it's been moving pretty quick lately. We've still got some good fighters left, and still looking forward to adding more in 23. And you can check me out on eBay. We've got some auctions up there, have more going up every day at the Orange Fire Lots of Lots. You can also email me, russ@orange-fire.com. You can find me on Twitter @FightCardsRuss or @OrangeFireMedia, or on Facebook, Russ Renault, RENEAU, or Orange Fire Media. You can find me all those places. You can see all the cards that we've put out here on the show, and even some of the ones that we haven't yet. So again, thank you so much for coming by and making this Sunday night part of your week, part of your schedule, and we hope that you get the word out. Again, just want to remind everybody that we have these cards that are available. If you're a fan of the show and you want to be a friend of the show, then if you go out and you watch UFC events, at a sports bar or restaurant, that you can take a few of these with you, and I will send these out to you for free. I will send you about 10 of them, because you really only need one, because they just have to scan the QR code and they can be taken directly to the YouTube site to subscribe. So we've got to build those subscriber numbers so we can give away these cards and just build up these numbers and just really make a big show, so that I can keep making improvements to the show and we can afford to do that. So just asking for your help. If you want to help me out, and you get out and other people in the community that might want this, that this is something you can use to just directly push the show, I would really appreciate it. So just let me know. Just email me, like like I said, once again, Russ at orange-fire.com, and I'll send you some of those for free. And if you tell me who you collect, I'll probably send you a free card as well. So that's our show for this Sunday night, and we will be doing it again next weekend. What's the date next weekend? We got May 21st, and we'll be wrapping up, recapping Mackenzie Dern against Angela Hill, fight night from the Apex in Las Vegas next week, and we'll be opening up another box of 2023 Panini Prizm. So for the UFC Fight Cards podcast presented by Orange Fire Media, I'm Russ Renault, and I hope you've had a great Sunday night, a great Mother's Day for all the mothers out there, and for you that have not called your mom yet, please text her, call her right now, and wish her a happy Mother's Day. And we will see you again next week. Have a great rest of the week, everybody, and we'll see you next time right here, 9 o'clock Central next Sunday, right here on the UFC Fight Cards podcast.